Hey there, it's Michael Greenwood. So, back with another video. So, this one's on mindfulness and how to push forward when things seem to be going wrong. So, a fact of life is that things can and will go wrong. I mean, there might be little things that go wrong, there might be big things that go wrong. And unfortunately, things do go wrong. And there's a few things that we could do to kind of prepare ourselves in terms of mentally for these things. So first thing is actually recognizing that things will go wrong in our lives, and then building up resilience and not using all the fuel in our tank, metaphorically, and making sure that we've got some reserves for these situations, really. So, yeah, I just wanted to give us some 5 tips on how to deal with stuff and how we can reframe things as well, and sometimes get motivated depending on what the situation is. So, first one is to turn pressure into fuel. This is more one for if, let's say, you're a business owner like me, and you seem to be going through some stuff and things are just coming up. You're noticing things going wrong and all that kind of thing. You feel like the universe is against you and all that kind of thing. The first thing to do would be for me to look for the good in things, look for the good in the situation. What's the lesson in this situation? How could I have prepared for it better if I could have? What decisions can I make now to turn this round? So what can I logically do? So kind of take the emotion out of it, and almost like look at the situation kind of out of your body, like as a third person looking in, like another person looking in for a fresh perspective, and that's what I try to do. So when everything seems to be going wrong, it's easily to because of the fight or flight that's going on in your body, to freeze in fear, or you might have the adrenaline pumping, you stress, you got the cortisol running through your veins, and you're not thinking straight, it's clouding your judgment and stuff like that. So it's just breathe, do some breathing exercises. So I like to use various breathing techniques. One of them is the 7-11 technique. You can do box breathing, there's all that kind of thing. So 7-11, I'll just give you this one now. You breathe in, count to 7 seconds. So you breathe in for 7 seconds, you hold your breath for 2 seconds, then you breathe out for 11 seconds. And it slows down your heart rate, helps you to think clearly. So as human beings, we've got the benefit of having that time, that decision-making time between stimulus and response. So it's important that we utilize that. That's what separates us as human beings from every other creature on this planet. We're not just led by instinct. Everything we do, the way that we react to things that are done to us, it's by the decision. Basically, everything's a decision. Now the thing is, let's say you're under pressure, it can motivate you. Let's say you get a bill through and you weren't expecting it, you don't have the money to pay for it. It can motivate you to take more action and really get stuck into things as well. So, and the thing is, by taking some action steps, even if, let's say, you're really going through some hard times and you're struggling to get out of bed, just getting out of bed, having a wash, brushing your teeth, flossing, making yourself a drink, making yourself a nice healthy breakfast, something like that. Just little decisions, little steps. Ironing your clothes, to make yourself feel better. Doing something that you can control within your environment, sweeping up, hoovering up, tidying your clothes away, washing some of your clothes, something that you can do in your environment where you can start to take control, when you feel like things are happening to you. So it takes you away from this victim mindset that everything's going wrong, everything's been done to me, and to more that you can control what you can controlling your environment, really. So, and that momentum, that those action steps, those inputs, because energy can't be created or destroyed, they start to take shape and take form, and there's outputs as a result of those. You can't. It's impossible to put inputs in without getting outputs, and you might not get them straight away. But if you're putting inputs in, it helps you to come out of your comfort zone, expand out of it, rather than kind of just shrinking back into it like your old paradigm might want you to. So yeah, turning your the pressure of the world into fuel, but focusing on what you can control. When there's lots of things going around you, you're feeling overwhelmed. Turning that pressure into fuel. Next one, then. So I touched on this a minute ago in this video. Refusing this victim thinking. Yeah. So having an internal locus of control rather than an external locus of control. Asking yourself, yeah, this is happening, but what am I doing about it? I'm a sovereign human being. I can make my own decisions. My decisions do count. I've got some control. I might not have complete control over it. You can't control everything, but you can control what your reactions to things at the very least. So don't focus on the negative, who's to blame, though it's unfair, woe is me, anything like that. Train yourself to only focus on the positivity. Be grateful for what you do have. Yeah. And just be solution focused and effort and input and action orientated, rather than dwelling on what's happened or what's happening. Really, what can you control in your situation? Because blaming, pointing the finger, oh, everything's happening to me, external factors are causing this situation. Take responsibility, and then you'll be able to start to move forward. And it might not happen straight away, but there's a cumulative effect, there's a compound effect to taking action steps. So, and taking ownership is something that changes everything. So refuse that victim mindset. Next is setting targets that will pull you forward, basically, and start to attract opportunities, have an abundance mindset. So even in chaos, you can still have goals, and you need to have goals even more when you're in a chaotic situation that's overwhelming, rather than trying to as well charge forward on multiple fronts at the same time and only putting a little bit of energy and input into each thing that you're doing. Just focus on one thing at a time. So focus on one big thing that's going to be a lever to propel you forward, basically, where you can really push forward with that one thing, something that moves the needle, one that requires your energy, and in putting your energy into that, you'll start to focus on it, so you'll have less headspace to even think about all this stuff that's going on. And it takes courage. You'll be able to develop forward motion, and then once you do get through this thing that you're going through, let's say when you're going through hell, keep on going. You don't want to stay in hell, do you? You don't want to stop in hell. You want to get through it. Once you get through it, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. When you've got a strong vision and you can visualize things in your mind, the setbacks seem to feel so much smaller as well. So just keep your eyes focused forward on whatever it is that you need to do. Not where you are at the moment. Just keep doing the daily steps. Just keep getting the W's. Keep getting those wins every day. 3 major things, 3 major non-negotiables, and then maybe some ancillary things as well. If you can't do for each, just one thing that you need to do today. Even if it's getting up and getting dressed, even if it's getting up and splashing some water on your face, make yourself feel a little bit better. So something to keep you going forward. Next one then. So the language that you use, what you tell yourself, the positive self-talk, very, very important. Rather than saying, I can't do this, how can I do this? Rather than saying, I can't afford to invest, in this. How can I afford to do this? So, and then your mind will start to think of ways of doing it. It's already within you. The power's within you to do this. So stop saying, I hope this, and living on hope. How will you do it? You will do it. You're not going to try. Yoda in Star Wars says, "There's no try, there's only do." So talk to yourself like somebody who who gets back up after they've fallen, after they've failed. The get up, they keep pushing forward. Somebody who refuses to quit. Right. Next one and final one for this video. Use discipline, not emotion. So discipline. What is discipline? Discipline is the ability to give yourself a command and follow through. So don't wait for the feeling. Do the action, and then the feeling comes. Right. So the stimulus response. Do the action. Do the action even if you don't feel like it. Do the right thing whether you feel like it or not. Take action today, not tomorrow. Don't wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. So just show up every day. Make that call, to get that new business in. Put the fear aside by taking action, and that'll build confidence. And then you'll know that, the self-limiting belief that's whispering in your ear from your old paradigm is a lie, because it's no longer true. And then you'll shape the new version of yourself. If you keep working as the future version of yourself, who does show up every day, who does make those calls, who does, pay the bills on time, you're not going to be able to stay being that old person anymore, basically. So and that new person, they deal with adversity and things that go wrong differently. So be that new person. How would that new person act? And just start being that new person, and then eventually you're acting as that new person, and actions speak louder than words. So you are that new person. So just take that walk as the future version of yourself, and then that confidence is actually built in the action, not in thinking about it. You need to think about it to take the action. It all starts with what's in your mind, but you can't just keep it there. It's got to come out in actions. But remember that if you think about the negatives as well and dwell on those, that'll come out in your actions as well. If you get overwhelmed with the bills that are coming in or whatever it is, or the lack of money or whatever, you'll just attract more lack of money, or you'll attract debt, or thinking about the debt, you'll attract more debt. Need to focus on income producing, abundance of opportunities out there, that kind of thing. So yeah, keep your chin up. This is 5 ways that I've found to push forward when things seem to be going wrong. Leave me a comment below, and I'll see you next time.